So now we're going to do some basic adding with the base 10 blocks and the base 10 frame. So here's our organizing sheet with our question up in the top right hand corner here, 2 plus 3. To help us out, we're going to use our little 10 frame here just to keep things organized so that the student can see the connection between what they did with the 5 frames and the 10 frame and what they're going to do with their base 10 block. So we're going to start off with our 2. So there's 1 and there's 2. And we're going to add to it 3 more. So the student can see that we've now filled up our 5 frame. And the student might be able to recognize that 2 plus 3 is 5 right away because of their work with their 5 frame. We'll move on to 5 plus 2 now, so we're going to add 2 to that. And the student, depending on where they're at, they might be still counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then adding 2 more. 1, 2, and hopefully if that's where, unfortunately, if that's where they're still at, I'm not really sure if they're ready to work on to the base 10 blocks or not. But if they're past that, they can see that now I can just add on to my 5, and I get 5 and add on 6, 7, then we're probably able to move on to the base 10 blocks. If our question now is 7, our existing 7, and we have to add 4 to it, we want to see what the student would be able to do with that. And so we're going to use that same idea of adding on, and then we're going to use the concept of renaming or trading in or regrouping. So the student will bring up their 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, hopefully, they'll notice that their 10 frame is full. So once their 10 frame is full, now we get the idea of this regrouping or renaming, and they can trade that in. So what we want the student to be able to do now is we want to be able to take this whole pile of their 10 frame, and we're going to move it over because that's enough to make a 10. But that's kind of messy, so we're going to take that, and we're going to use that nice pretty 10 frame right there. So now that's called a rod. It's made up of 10 ones, and so now the student can see that 7 plus 4 is enough to make 11. We've filled up our 10, moved it over to trade up or rename or regroup into 110 and 1, and so our answer is going to be 11. And our 11 is made up of 110 and 1.